Okay, depression's about emotions and brain chemistry and genes and all of that. But as we just went over, it's a disorder of distorted thinking. You see things as
Mhm.
being more negative than they actually are. Distorted thinking, inaccurate thinking. Yet there's the soundbite that you bring up that in some domains, people with depression are actually more accurate assessors of what's going on. They're more cognitively correct rather than being distorted. Okay, so these are completely mutually contradictory, but they're not. When are people with depression really, really bad at seeing reality for what it is when it concerns them? And when it's emotionally heavy duty and it's salient? When are they very, very good at seeing the world for what it is when it's some detached issue off at a distance? And what that taps into is people, and like cross-cultural studies show, like Americans out the wazoo have this optimism bias under the right the average person thinks they're above average at whatever it is you name them at. And depressed people, as long as it's something that's not emotionally like boiling the surface for their own personal concerns, they're much more accurate because they don't do this rationalizing. And they could say, no, actually, they're going to lose. No, actually, that's a horrible idea. No, and so they give very good advice while not taking it in the slightest for themselves. So it's not actually a paradox. Interesting, similar sort of thing. There's a part of the frontal cortex. It's called the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex. And when it's damaged, you have trouble regulating your behavior. You do impulsive, stupid things. And you have terrible judgments about stuff. But if somebody is asking you about what somebody else should do, what their appropriate behavior is, you're totally great. As long as these things don't have much emotional turmoil thrown in with it, you can sustain this brain damage, you can sustain major depression, and like you're fine. You're even better than fine because you're not falling for the like everybody can be president stuff. But as soon as it gets close to home, that's where things go off